Welcome to a different type of show with like-minded individuals that don't always see eye to eye.
Do you understand the words that are coming out from my mouth?
Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
Free thinkers that stray away from the herd.
Drink that booze. Drink that booze.
Real topics, real discussions with real opinions.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
We might make you laugh, we might blow your mind. To some, this is groundbreaking, but to us, it's just another convo.
Well, hang on. We shouldn't be learning how not to get caught. We have to take responsibility for our actions.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy High Cee. You know what it is. It is Sunday. That means it is time for quite possibly your favorite show. It is just another convo. I am joined today by the villain, my boy, Mr. Johnny Christ. How you doing today?
I think they can hear us now. I'm okay with this. I'm good with all of this.
I am too. And shout out to our people that be letting us know, like, hey, yo,
That's
hey,
right.
hey, your lips are moving, but we ain't hearing nothing coming out.
Yeah,
They hit us with that. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No, we don't, because there's no sound.
Right. So before we were having to restart, I say this with my full fucking chest, my whole ass chest. Bradenton, yeah, I'm going to have to chill with you guys for a little while.
Listen, I'm going to say outside in general, because at the end of the day, you know, it's crazy out there.
Hot water.
And it ain't, like, it's been the 941 as a whole. And I'm going to tread lightly when I say this, but there's a lot of people that we know out there that are in the activist community, that are activists about this and that were very vocal when it came to crimes and certain things going on, when there was people in the news that they had no idea who the heck these people were, never met them a day in their life. Now we got some of the same issues going on here, and even though it's not a cop-related situation, there's still a lot of violence going down over the last 2 months here. Probably close to around 10 people have been unalived over the last, 60 days?
I'm so proud of you using language appropriate for social media. Good for you.
Of the unalived matter, probably 10 people.
Easily.
And I'm just wondering when there's going to be a rally or when someone's going to speak up against people in our own community that are in yearbooks that you guys have together. That, you know, you may have pictures that when you're out and about, the cameraman took a picture of you somewhere at an event together. Why don't you have the same word? Because it's not.
They won't.
Because CNN ain't talking about it?
Yep, because CNN's not talking about it. MSNBC Hee-Haw's not talking about it. Fox Fake News ain't talking about it. Ain't none of them talking about it.
I'm going to say, if you're going to be an activist, be all the way activist.
They can't, because they want their clout chase. They want their 5 minutes of fame.
I feel you.
So we get it. We get it. All of you fake-ass activists out there who only care when it's a national news story. Oh, by the way, has anybody found that one boy? What's his name? Gypsy?
Oh, Jabez.
Jabez. Oh, that's right. You all forgot about him. Spare me your nonsense. Miss me with that shit.
I think they did finally recover the body like years later.
Yeah, meanwhile, everybody's sitting on their hands.
But nothing's come out about it.
Right. Remember, you all wanted this, okay? I've tried to be the good person for the better part of 3 fucking years. I've tried to play middle of the road. I've tried to help bridge the gap. Now fuck your bridge. I'm going to burn that motherfucker to the ground.
Sometimes you got to call a spade a spade.
Correct. So while you all are sitting here and you guys care, and it's funny because people only care about the Pulse nightclub shooting when there's a fucking anniversary. They don't care about it the rest of the year. Meanwhile, everybody's talking about gay rights. Okay? Like, one of my good friends was there, Eddie Sotomayor. He was one of the ones who had his life taken at Pulse nightclub. But yet, you all only seem to remember when the anniversary hits. You all only care about... I don't care. I'm going to say it.
I'm going to be a little guilty of that, though, just because, honestly, I know when the anniversary is, just because of the fact of, ironically, it literally happened the night before our first Stop the Violence event with STLR and Grey Cruz, Streets of Paradise. And it wasn't like, you know, it was an impromptu and we just did it because that happened the night before. Like, no, we had planned this, like, months ahead of time. There was, like, no possible way we could ever have known that tragedy was going to happen. It just ironically happened the evening, basically late night, early morning of our actual first cookout. That's why I'll always remember around the time is June 9th.
And isn't it always funny? Like last year around this time, because we can go through everybody's Facebook timeline. And what is it? You know, no justice, no peace. Native Americans. Defund the police. Now what's this year? If you support Trump, you're the worst thing on the planet. Oh, okay. So you would rather me support the senile bastard. That's what you're telling me. Okay, fine. How about this? What if they're both batshit fucking crazy? What if they both are off their fucking rocker?
I mean, it could
What
be
if
possible.
none of them? How about this? How about in 2028? How about this, okay? Johnny's going to start a movement, all right? And it's called, if you're over the age of 70, get the hell out. How about that shit? I am sick and tired of that crap. I'm sick and tired of people fear-mongering. I'm sick and tired of people trying to blow things up bigger than what it is. Because here's the dirty little secret that nobody will talk about. Everybody's got dirt on both sides. They've all got it. We can take a look at our own backyard here in Sarasota, Bradenton. All the bullshit that's being built over, all because the last name is Benderson. But I digress in that shit.
Stop what you're saying now. We're going to get canceled.
You right.
In our own community.
Yeah,
but
you're
no,
right.
But no, listen, I agree with you 100%. And you know, my brother Smokey, some of y'all know him, some of y'all may not. And shout out to Carlo tuning in on the Facebook Live. Shout out to my boy Jay Tooley. Shout out to Fat Boy. All tuning in on the Facebook Live right now. But Smokey's like, look, man, what pisses me off about this presidential election is it's always the two sides, the Democrats and the Republicans. He's like, bro, it's 2024. Like, we can't hear from, like, the different independents for whatever. He's like, I don't know enough about politics to know all the different, like, groups and, like, the names of, like, their, whatever their clique is. But he's like, you're telling me we can't hear from, like, the other people? We only get a debate with the topics of basically the Bloods and the Crips? What if we want to hear from the Latin Kings? Oh, shit. What if we want to know what the Vice Lords got to say?
Well, and essentially that's what RFK was. RFK was the third person. Now,
what if we want to hear from the Folk Nation?
A lot of people instantly discredited RFK because he's the independent and they don't take him seriously. Although he's putting up like the same amount of numbers that Ross Perot did back in the day. Everybody wants to complain about a two-tier system, a two-party system in the Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, There is such a thing as a middle of the road, but people are too damn stupid to understand what that means.
I wish I was DJ Michael Watts right now because I just like run that back, like chop and screw it because people are too stupid. Boy, you just said a mouthful right there.
And yes, Fat Boy, this is a CM Punk shirt. But nobody wants to acknowledge the nasty little pink elephant in the room is. Look, I don't agree with everything that Donald Trump says. And this is not a political show. That's my show. We do it sporadically. But think of how we got there.
Oh, we're going to have to talk about it a little bit on this show.
We got sick and tired of being lied to by the everyday goddamn politician. When Bush Sr. was in office, it was no new taxes up until the point he got elected, and then he put in a new tax.
Oh, let me bring this up real quick. This is how blinded some people are. So I shared the meme on my Facebook earlier this week, and it says, name a word or name something or name a word or something that sounds dirty but isn't. And somebody had the audacity to write Biden. If you think there's anybody in political office, I don't care what party they're a part of. If you think they ain't got, bitch, most common folks got some kind of dirt on them.
Say it again. Take your pick.
How many times have we seen Catholic priests and pastors get arrested for doing some questionable things? There's a teacher that was around here that used,
we ain't even got into that shit.
That used to teach at freaking Sarasota High. They got caught with some you know what I'm saying, pushing some weight.
Let me tell you about that, and we will sidetrack. Not only is that teacher is now a former teacher, was a current teacher. It was my daughter's history teacher. Swear to Moses, that's the craziest shit. And Mr. Swirls is a good teacher. He is an actual really good teacher. He really knows history. But that goes to a bigger question. How jacked up is our economy to where teachers feel like they have to do these sorts of things? Now, we're not talking about the bullshit down south with the teacher who just got popped 2 weeks later for inappropriately touching a minor. We're not talking about that. No. We're talking about
drug charges.
Yeah, good teachers getting popped for selling within X amount of feet of a school. How bad is the economy to where they feel they have to do that?
They feel they have to do it. They got to. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
The way the economy is, you got to have a full-time job, a part-time job, a hustle. Shit. If you look good, I'm batshit ugly. But shit, if I can have a OnlyFans, hey, I might see if I can get some grandmas to pay to watch me cook half naked. I might be up there like Hulk Hogan with a Speedo and a fucking apron on, hitting the. Listen here, brother, we're going to season up these ribs.
Yeah, because I'm a part of a lot of Facebook groups. And so when the story broke about Swirls.
I never had him, but I knew who he was.
Right. So I contacted our insider because we've got a PI on payroll. And by payroll, meaning that's my boy, and he just loves what we do. So he gives me all the dirt. And yeah, I got the whole freaking rap sheet, the whole dirt sheet on what it was. I was like, holy shit. It wasn't just coke. It was meth. It was
a little bit of everything.
It was a little bit of everything. Possession, attempting to traffic, selling within X amount of feet of a school. It's like, what the hell, man? And this is what we're going to have to deal with. We have to deal with shit in our own community. I get it. It's super fun to sit there, and call Biden the old dead man and call freaking Trump the bad orange man who's a liar. I get that that's fun. Trust me, nobody has more fun. I troll motherfuckers on TikTok over that shit. But sooner or later, that we got to sit here and we got to take care of our own.
Hey, Carla has a great point on the Facebook Live. Teachers are poorly paid.
Facts. And
I'm sure they do it because they love it. But love doesn't pay the bills.
Fun fact, when everybody bitches about, Project 2025, and one of the bullet points, because yes, I don't have a life, so I read all 900 pages of that god monstrosity. Some of it's fucking out there. Some of it makes a lot of sense. And one of it is dismantle the Department of Education. The point behind it is you look at a school in like Baltimore that's pretty well funded. Let's just call it for what it is. And you've got people graduating who can't even read up to par. What the hell am I paying for? Why do we have a Department of Education if we're not worried about things like reading, math, and arithmetic, and instead we're worried about getting people prepped up so they can go to college to get a damn degree in lesbian dance theory? Why?
Whoa. First of all, that sounds like an awesome class. Just gonna be real.
It's if we have a Department of Education and their job is to get our children up for the world, bring back things that matter, bring back shop, bring back life management skills.
But the problem is here's where
do your nieces know how to write a check?
Here's where the system's flawed though, and nobody needs to really know how to write a check no more these days.
That's bullshit.
Anyways.
I write a check every damn week.
Sometimes.
No, I write it every Wednesday. I write like 5 of them. It's horrible.
Every once in a while, you might need. Do you know how to stamp an envelope? No, they don't teach those things no more because everybody thinks you can get emails. But no, but the problem with the school system and why it's flawed though is because they only get paid, they only get funding based on the test scores that are out there for all that standardized testing that people, like you said. I learned so much shit in school that literally outside of Jeopardy,
right,
I never use it. Like, I mean, it's cool to know certain history things, but like a lot of that stuff you've already learned like in elementary school and middle school for the most part.
Sure.
Like, do we really need to talk about all these Persian wars and different things? Like, yeah, it's
sure
cool. It's yeah, but to a certain extent. But what value does that bring to your life as opposed to, like you said, financial literacy, writing checks, learning how to do your own taxes so you don't have to pay somebody $200 to do it every freaking year?
French Revolutionary War. If you know the French Revolutionary War, and then you look at the current climate
I know
of
Napoleon. I know Napoleon's reason for why they got the term Napoleon syndrome.
right. But
Not to be confused with the ice cream that's like the vanilla, the strawberry.
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah.
Two different things.
That is good. But you look at the current climate of 2024, they're almost parallel. It's stupid ridiculous.
Oh, history repeats itself. So, like, I mean, yes,
That's
in a sense, the wars are like, I guess, informative to a certain extent. But like I said, we learned so much of that stuff through elementary school and then through middle school. High school, we can kind of back off some of that stuff and learn, like you said, like skills. Because everything ain't always about college. You can make hella good money being a plumber or an electrician or
they should totally make that free.
or a freaking general contractor building houses. I mean, you brought up Benderson Park.
Right. Why can't they do that? If you go to any government building right now and you try to go be a corrections officer, law enforcement officer, things like that, they will not only hire you, they'll pay you, they'll send you to school, and the caveat on the other side is that you have to work for them for 2 years. What business out there is going to take that vested interest in their own survival? Is Badger Bob's going to do it? I like Badger Bob's. They're a very good company. They're very nice people. But I'd like to see them. I'd like to see...
They're a pretty big company, too. They do quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, Cool Today. Are they going to go to the freaking high schools and say, hey, you come work for me. In return, I'll pay for your schooling to go to Votech, but you owe me 3 years. You owe me 4 years.
In high school, but in high school, it's free. A lot of that stuff you can go to SCTI or probably...
It should be free.
It is free. I took culinary arts in high school. It's free.
And look at you. What the hell are you cooking? Quiche.
Flick of the wrist. No. Hashtag no swirls. Hey,
but this is where we're at. Like, November's gonna come and go.
So our boy Jay Tooley's chiming in. He said, "You seen Hurricane Beryl was in 2018 too? I guess apparently they had a. I have to look into that. But did
they got to recirculate it?
Oh shit!
They got to recirculate the days. I think I covered that way back when the Hawaiian scientist went on national TV and had suggested, which was not a suggestion, actually. It was something that did happen. They were using it in case of worst case scenario, but they were manufacturing weather disasters. It was something that they put in the back pocket for things during like Vietnam and possibly like before that with World War II and whatnot. We still haven't ever seen the yes or no. Like, my uncle is a marine scientist over in Louisiana. And I try to ask him about this all the time. And he says he doesn't know anything. But he does give me cool little tidbits about stuff that they're doing. For those who, and we can touch on this briefly, for those who are into like climate change and things like that, is it a real thing? Yes. Okay, I don't think it's not a real thing. But there's too much nuances about it. It's one, what can we do to stop it right now? And if we were to do everything to stop what you would feel, and the Greta Thunbergs of the word, and the how dare you, and the idiots like that, if we were to stop everything now, would it stop anything? We don't know that. You don't know that. And if you listen to climate experts, which I don't even know how that's a real thing.
The weatherman get it wrong all the time.
Yeah, no shit.
They get paid pretty damn good to do it, by the way.
If the greatest doctor in U.S. history, according to many of the liberals, a.e. Dr. Fauci, can admit that they made a mistake with COVID, how the hell do you get it all right then? I mean, it's just not a thing. I'm sorry, but it isn't. It just isn't.
I do got a question.
Okay.
Am I fucked up or demented?
Yes.
For hoping that if a hurricane is ever named after me, I wanted to fuck some shit up?
Yes, you are.
I don't want no hurricane named after me to be no bitch ass hurricane.
We're not. Anybody who's been in Sarasota for the last 3 months should have taught us one thing. We ain't built for days and days of rain.
I didn't say I wanted to hit us. I just said I wanted to tear some shit up.
You can't have just the outlier.
I don't want Hurricane Craig to knock over like a plastic chair, and that's like my glory.
Well, they'll never name a hurricane after you because that's a predominantly male name.
But they do it. They alternated it. It's like,
yeah.
If if A's the male name, B's gonna be the female name, the C's because there's 26 letters in the alphabet, so you get 13 and 13.
They could call you Hurricane Craig Cunt.
Maybe I'll fuck some shit up then. But I'm just saying, would you want Hurricane Johnny to be like a little pussy ass fucking hurricane?
I also don't want that on my
like they get to like a category 2, dies out, and just rains. That's it.
Look, I have been in Florida for as long as you have. I've lived through Andrew. I've lived through Charlie. I've lived through Katrina, Ivan. Yeah,
Irma.
Irma.
Yeah.
None of it's good. And like if we get hit with another one, like if you don't think that I won't yank my child out of school in the middle of the fucking year and go to someplace like Cody, Wyoming, to keep her, to keep things on the
to
level.
run away from tornadoes makes perfect sense.
It's.
I'm just saying, if there was a Hurricane Jay Tooley, I'm sure he wanted to fade somebody up.
No pun intended for a barber.
Shout out Fresco Fades. St. Pete, if you're up in that area, make sure y'all go holler at him.
St. Pete's a wild area, too.
Wild thoughts? I mean, oh, my bad. On a Saturday night? No.
I mean, if
you ever been to Janice? No.
I freaking almost had to go back down there for Pride. Ugh. Like, a lot of nonsense going on. Parking sucks. Central Avenue, it's the biggest bitch on the planet.
They got the parking garages everywhere, though.
No, they don't. They do not have to freaking. They've got one parking garage, I think, by the Trop, maybe. But downtown, not like that. I mean, you got to almost go past Janice to get to the next parking garage.
No, there's a couple right around Janice.
Come on.
You got to look for the Blue P, bro.
Blue P. Whatever. It's nonsense. Like, we just, like, the world's fucking things up. I mean, we got a freaking chick who's like the most famous person in the world because she spit on some things. That bitch is so popular right now.
She is.
And she's hosting a party down in Destin, Florida. And I'm just like, man, like, I tried to get her to come do a walkthrough. Just come do a walkthrough at the Land of Joy. Come on.
That'd be awesome.
Come on, girl.
Come line dance.
Yeah, come spit on it.
Spit on that thing.
But she's no, I'm surprised that this white bitch ain't public enemy number one. She's cross-canceled out everything. She canceled everything in June. Juneteenth, gone. Pride Month, gone. Hawk 2 come around. What is the rest of all this stuff? We're focused on this.
4th of July, Hawk 2.
Yeah, 4th of July, gone. I'm like, damn. What the hell happened?
Spit on that thing.
And she said it with some, with some real vigor.
With some little twang to it, too.
Real twang.
Do you like it when they spit on that thing?
Does a hobby horse have a wooden dick? Who would?
I guess.
I don't know. But, yeah, we had all sorts of issues. But me and little buddy been cruising around, been hitting up places.
Nice. Hey, fat boy, I see what you wrote. Happy birthday, pre-early happy birthday.
My boy, happy birthday. Another year older, deeper in debt.
Yes, sir. So you and QP been hitting up some spots?
Hell yeah, we've been hitting up some spots. Yeah, little QP funny as shit because he's 21, doesn't know nothing about nothing.
He knows everything about nothing.
Yeah, and he over there talking about spitting in some girl.
In her mouth?
Nah, in her nether regions.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, QP's fucking reckless.
So he hocked to it on it.
Yeah, and like the older folks, they'll blame me for QP's bad behavior.
I can see why.
Why? I didn't do nothing, damn it. I didn't make him go to the line dance instructor and say, you know what I really need right now? I need a girl just to sit on my face. Dude, what are you doing?
He did that?
Yes. What? I'm like, boy, you getting reckless. You getting a little too big for your britches, little man.
Is the line instructor dancing lady cute?
No, she's not.
Oh, damn.
I mean, she's super nice, but no.
It's like the cafeteria lady?
Not that damn old.
Thought she handed out some rectangle pizza and Q was just like, hey, I'm hungry. She can cook. Sit on my face.
Right. I freaking told him to rub some, rub some dirt on his face so everybody looked like he got a little beard. He would literally look like the baby that put the little makeshift beard on. That's what he would look like. He'd look like the 12-year-old who got some dirt on his face. But this is where I'm at in life, America. I'm trying to mentor the youth. The Ute.
The Ute, if you will. Shout out to my cousin Vinny. I love that movie.
It's a great ass movie. Yeah, like I had to give him a list of movies because he just didn't know any movies.
You have Netflix.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new Beverly Hills Cop?
I did. Excellent.
Dude,
Very good.
I was wondering, because, you know.
It freed up all the problems of Beverly Hills Cop 3. It closed all the chapters. It was very good.
Very good movie.
Sick.
Classic. Love me some Eddie Murphy. And I like how they brought, they had, there was new people in there. They had your boy from that movie Split.
Yep.
With all the personalities. I've always liked him as, he always plays pretty good parts. Obviously they had Taggart and your boy Billy in there. So
Rosemont.
Yep. I loved it. I actually just watched it last night. I'm gonna rewatch it. Have you watched Your Honor yet?
No, what's that?
I don't even want to tell you what it is, because if I give away like some of the premise, it's like getting into the story. You know what I'm saying? It's just called Your Honor. It's about a judge and his son, and it's some crazy fucked up shit.
Last week I watched Remembering Gene Wilder.
Oh wow.
And Nickelback Love or Hate. The Nickelback documentary was actually really good. If you don't like Nickelback, shut up.
I feel like they are a love and hate thing though.
They are, and it's because
they're photographed, right?
Yep. And every time I do it makes me laugh.
But they got some other songs too. But
they got a shit ton of songs. Like people clown on Nickelback. Like Nickelback is this generation's Bon Jovi. Because back in the 80s, like if you were a guy and you listened to Bon Jovi, you were called every nasty slur in the book. Oh, you're gay. Da, da, da.
Is Drake hip hop's Nickelback?
Yes, it was. But Remembering Gene Wilder was really, really good. They went down his career. Fascinating story.
That's Willy Wonka, right, Gene Wilder?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got his start because he met Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks just had a birthday a couple weeks ago.
Well, he was also in all those movies with
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, yeah.
Yeah, afterwards. He was in See No Evil, and he was in Blazing Saddles, which was a great movie.
Wasn't he in Brewster's Millions, too?
He might have been. I don't know that one. The first movie he was in was called The Producers, and it was originally called Springtime for Hitler. So they had to change the title for obvious reasons because Mel Brooks is that type of guy where he pokes fun at Nazis and he's a Jewish guy. So for him, it's hilarious.
Franklin, first of all, about your comment, I don't even know what you smoking on this morning.
What'd he say?
He says people hate on Drake, but not too many rappers want to battle him. I could name 10 people that have already battled Drake.
Drake ain't shit. He better go sit his
Battle-wise, and Drake ain't really. I mean, I give Drake some credit. He does make some hits. He has some popular songs.
Can he stand up from his goddamn Degrassi wheelchair?
And he does have some hits. I give him that. He's not a bad artist, but battle rap-wise, there's a lot of people out there that would slay Drake. I'm just going to have to. I might have to pull your hip-hop card on that one, my man.
Nah, I don't like Drake. Man, fuck Drake. I'll whoop Drake's ass. And beat him up. And battle him. And beat him. So roast him.
I don't know. I think Drake might be able to get you without the Ghost Riders.
Maybe, yeah. But no. I thought I saw a Drake documentary on like Tubi or something, which that alone tells you, right, everything you need to know.
There may be. What's Tubi? Is that like?
It's the absolute free freaking TV that's not good enough to make it on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Right. For those of you who don't know, Cat Williams made the reference on his Club Shay Shay, where he's like, so-and-so put out a movie that was so good, it didn't even get on Tubi.
I give you that one. Not too many of today's rappers want to see Drake. I give a handful of people I would probably put up against Drake out of the new folks.
And see, now, I don't know enough about the new folks because, like, I quit listening after a certain time.
I mean, listen, there are some people out there like Joyner Lucas that I feel like has bars.
Yo, Joyner Lucas has been around forever.
But he's still newer, though.
Newer my ass. He's newer in mainstream, maybe, but Joyner Lucas, we did a freaking special on A Villain's Gospel umpteen years ago when that song came out that he put out, I'm Not a Racist.
Yeah, but that's less than 10. That's like maybe 8 to 10 years ago, max.
Yeah, therefore he's
That's still new. I mean, new doesn't necessarily have to mean like within the last 2 years, but Drake's been around since freaking like Drake's been in the game for like 15, almost 20 years now. People don't even realize that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good, solid team behind him, and he doesn't have to do anything more than he needs to.
But
That's
yeah,
smart business.
But would I put my money on Lil Yachty over Drake? No.
Who?
Would I put my money on Young Boy over Drake? No.
Young Boy.
I might put my money on Little Baby over Drake.
Little Baby. What the hell? Is this what we're dealing with now?
I'm just telling you, bro.
Like, listen to these.
Yeah, J. Cole, Kendricks. I mean, I put
you're
my money on Schoolboy Q over Drake.
Who?
Schoolboy Q. I take the majority of ASAP Mob, Ferg, Rocky, who you name it. I'd put money on them over Drake.
ASAP Rocky. The song he did with Skrillex. That's what I know.
But they're all homies, so they wouldn't probably battle unless like something legit bad happened. But I don't know if I would pick Travis Scott over Drake. And Travis Scott makes some hits.
Travis Scott used to make hits. That my boy Jamari said, Travis Scott now makes money for rich white folks who gets pissed that their daddy didn't buy him a Benz and got him a BMW. He said back in the day Travis Scott was the shit. He said, but now he's sort of whitewashed.
Well, he's married? Who's he with? He's with one of the Jenners, right, or something like that, or he used to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Now and then he also drops the shoes. He drops like collabs with Nike and Jordan. That man don't need to do nothing. He has sneaker game. He got sneaker game money.
He got endorsement money.
But I'd probably pick 21 Savage over Drake.
21 Savage. What the hell happened to the other 20?
I don't 21. That's my dollar though.
That just goes to show you that how much I know, ladies and gentlemen. I spend my time listening to lectures and educating myself. I don't got time to be listening to Little Powerboat or Little Yacht or whatever.
Franklin says he's 46, so most rappers with little in their name, not Wayne, is garbage.
Oh, most definitely.
A lot of them dropped it because even like Lil Boosie, they don't go by is this Boosie or Boosie Badass now. It's not Little no more.
Lil Boosie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all like.
We're gonna have to reach out to him and still if we got that restraining order against him.
But yeah, no, I mean,
the music game has changed.
A lot of them all fell off.
Well, at the private event that I was doing yesterday, me and this guy named Muhammad, we were talking about like the music game, and it's evolved so much. Like we're not gonna see a lot of the groundbreaking stuff that we've seen up until this point in life. If Franklin's 46, okay, so to put it in perspective, you're never gonna see another Michael Jackson, Franklin. You're never gonna see another Tupac. You'll never see another Biggie. You'll never see another switch in the rap game unless they do something drastic. We were fortunate enough to see the start of gangster rap moving into what I like to call like feel-good rap. That's when you had like the rated R's, the yin yangs, stuff like that.
Okay.
All the cats from like ATL and shit like that.
Kind of like your party music.
Yeah, the party music. So now it's gone back to like, now it's darker shit. And you've got the girls.
There's a lot of emo rap out there. Rod Wave's like the face of it right now.
Like the women in the rap game, they're the ones who've kind of picked up the party ball and they've kind of progressed it forward. Although, like, they be saying like some nasty shit. I'm like, oh,
I feel like the ladies. I feel like the ladies. A lot of the ladies in the rap game have come out and been like the new 2 Live Crews, Poison Clan type stuff.
Poison Clan, jeez, boy, that's a throwback.
A lot of the ladies are more like the Miami bass sound, like they're the new twerk booty shake music.
Yo, somebody get me.
And I like it.
Yo, somebody get me Megan Thee Stallion on the phone. Girl, what's up with your feet?
Shit, I'll rub on that bitch. Nah, fuck that shit.
Pew, pew.
I'll rub that bullet hole. Your feet bothering you, baby?
Pow.
Thick thighs save lives.
Did you see that meme I posted of fucking a sexy red looking like Raj from What's Happening?
Yes. And what's fucked up is I can't unsee it now.
And Lizzo out there looking like Rerun.
Red hair, match my thong.
When I saw that, I'm like, dude, I used to watch What's Happening all the time.
bruh.
Because it's like, don't nobody know that the third guy from What's Happening? I don't. I know Raj or Rerun. I don't know who the other guy is.
I'm going to go out and say this.
If you call yourself Sweet Lenny, you know, from Good Times.
Within the last 2 years, moving forward, Sexy Red is the reason why motherfuckers is failing standardized testing.
Sexy Red's the reason why people are normalizing.
Because listening to her, you lose brain cells.
That bitch would be the one to advocate for pumping bleach into your system to battle COVID. Not Trump.
I think you do less damage to your body smoking crack than listening to Sexy Red.
I'll say this, and I say this with the utmost disrespect to my body. I would rather listen to Ice Spice than motherfucking Sexy Red. Sexy Red's got the sex appeal of a burning school bus fire. That woman needs a father. She needs a hug, is what she needs.
She needs a hug.
She does need a hug.
Hey, Franklin is pretty much on point. He said pretty much if you have a laptop and can understand Florida Studio 24, anybody can be a rapper today.
Jesus Christ, Franklin. You are so right, my friend.
It is, though, but it ain't like, listen, if you ever watch The Evolution of Hip Hop on Netflix, like, dude, they talk about those old school days where, like they talk about Master P going into, like, hoods that.
Master P.
Like, Master P would pull up in Detroit hoods and start slanging tapes. And they'd be like, you know what, you ain't supposed to be here, but you crazy enough to pull up, give me one of them tapes. And, like, this dude's making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 out the back of his trunk selling tapes. Now you don't got to do that. You could just freaking...
Shout out to my boy Franklin, a.k.a. Kill Shot. That motherfucker never wrong. He's so right. Like,
the Dwayne comment.
I mean, it's the progression of where we're at in music. Like... people like Run DMC, like it was like the three of them, they wrote the songs. Now you get these.
I'm the king of rock. There is none higher.
These freaking heifers are out here with 27 goddamn writers. Everybody want to be a writer. Like, I would be very interested to know how many of them got the Elvis syndrome. The Elvis syndrome, for those of you who don't know, I call it the Elvis syndrome because a lot of his hits, Elvis didn't write. But in order for them to get paid, they had to give Elvis credit as a co-writer. How much is that going on? How much work is Beyonce really putting into her hits? How many hits are like, or how much time and effort are people like whoever has the Drake really putting in on his shit? Or is they just getting the rub and in return he's got to be listed? We may never know that.
Bam.
But rock music will never be the same. Rock music doesn't have anywhere to go right now. You've got one group out there that's phenomenal as shit, but that has progressed rock music, and it's a band called Animals or Leaders. The guitar player is phenomenal. He's just this 5'10", cool ass fucking hair, cool ass black guy, and there are like no words to any of their songs. And he's dude's like the modern day Steve Vai or freaking Eddie Van Halen. Tosin. Tosin is fucking phenomenal. They're gonna be at Janus in November. I'm totally going to that one. But like this is where we're at. Like we don't hear anything new from Disturbed or fucking Slipknot or anybody like that, you know, because they've had their time. Corey Taylor doesn't want to, you know. Like, he didn't want to do Stone Sour. He don't want to do any of that shit. But there's nobody picking up the mantle. Like, Falling in Reverse is now doing rap rock. If you listen to things like Watch the World Burn, aside from his song he did with Jelly Roll, it's like, this is what we're getting for rock now.
Who doesn't like Jelly Roll, though?
Jelly Roll's living everybody's best life.
Facts.
Jelly Roll, hit me up, man. We could be friends. I'll be the biggest friend you ever lose. Sincerely yours.
JC.
Yeah. And all this freaking nonsense.
I don't know, but I almost feel like with the music game as a whole, there's gonna be we are gonna see that next something. The closest thing we've seen to the next something is Taylor Swift.
And I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, but
I would say The Weeknd's up there, maybe.
no, he's not. No, he is not. He couldn't hold the jock of Taylor Swift.
Bro, he's putting up the same. He's putting up
he's
real
not.
similar numbers, bro.
Ain't nobody putting up similar numbers. Nobody is, and that's sad as shit.
Bro, his stuff be streaming, dog.
Doesn't matter. You know what the highest grossing concert of all time is?
They play his stuff in Publix just like they do Taylor Swift.
Doesn't matter.
He up there. He up there more than you think.
That's the only thing that Taylor Swift doesn't have the claim to fame is the highest grossing concert of all time. Nobody modern has that claim.
Who has it? Michael Jackson?
Nope. It's crazy.
The Beatles?
Nope.
Elton John?
Bam.
Okay.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Highest grossing concert of all time. Blows my mind.
Was that the last one that he did?
No. No, I believe it was Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. But it may have been the anniversary.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it because I had initially thought it was Billy Joel because Billy Joel sold out MSG for like 3 nights in a row. But nah, it was Shea Stadium. Like, well, Shea Stadium's no joke, though.
Oh, Franklin, that my friend.
What the hell did he put?
Bro,
This kid.
they don't want that. I got to put this up on the screen.
Oh, my boy put out.
My boy says, I put money
Big Daddy
on
Kane.
Big Daddy Kane coming out of retirement and smashing today's rappers. As the children say these days, they don't want that smoke, my man.
Could you imagine coming out with a freaking...
The person that would take you up on that bet is the same person that like...
I mean, they might as well just give you the money.
Yeah, they probably pay $100 an eighth for, like, trash.
Dude, I would love to see Big Daddy Kane and, like, Slick Rick. That'd be sick.
But here's the thing with Slick Rick. Slick Rick is a very good rapper.
That's all I need.
But Big Daddy Kane he is a battle rapper. To me, my boy MC Ricky is not that. Ricky is a storyteller. He's not a battler.
What?
He Slick Rick can get out there on a beat and literally
Oh, yeah, no
like
doubt.
he could probably freestyle the Wizard of Oz movie. You know what I'm saying? Like not like word for word, but you know what I'm saying, like describing like what they're doing and the tornado coming,
Oh, yeah.
the yellow brick road, blah blah blah. Like he can make a story out of that. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
A lyrical story out of that.
Hit me up.
He paints pictures. Big Daddy Kane, there's a lot of people that don't want that smoke.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole lot of
Matter of
people.
fact, somebody on Instagram that I follow that maybe you guys can check out who's been snapping hard lately. My boy Redman has been like just taking beats
Redman is
and dropping freestyle on them right now.
One of the most underrated rappers out in the game is Redman. Don't let him fool you. That boy is nothing to mess with. I love me some Redman.
Dog, I'm telling you, some of the freestyles that he now that I've talked about it, it's probably gonna pop up on my Instagram next time I'm scrolling through. I will send you some of his freestyles that he's been dropping.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He just bodies some freestyles on freaking Instagram and it is nasty. My boy be killing it. I'm loving it. They don't want that, boy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
And it sucks because I feel like it's almost up to the old school to bring something new to the table to make the game realize that it needs to get back to some of those roots.
It's
all this drug using and partying and not giving a fuck about like that. It ain't what it's about, man. We got to do better. And I feel like we need just better topics for music these days. We need people to be more on like, hey, Tupac, as much stuff as Tupac had, and I know he has some gangster rap flair to him, he also has some very great songs. Some of his best songs were like Dear Mama and stuff like that. I mean, he would say stuff in some of his raps, even like some of his more gangster shit. He would call people out and stuff like that. So it's just like,
fuck your bitch and the click you clan.
He was talking about Biggie on that one, but I mean, he said shit about Al Sharpton and different things like that.
And I
see
will-
Dolores
I will-
Tucker use a mother. What?
I will always refer to this. When we were kids, when everybody watching was kids, why is it that we forget our roots when we become adults? When we were kids, we always would hear people say, don't believe nobody. Don't believe what you hear. Believe only less of what you see. And now we believe everything full-heartedly. What the hell happened?
Hey, this topic right here. A lot of people don't know this, though. It is funny. Franklin said it's funny. Red says something about MC Hammer, and Hammer got at him for real, though. People don't realize, like, MC Hammer kind of gets clowned a lot because of the dancing and the baggy pants and, like, the showmanship of it.
Find me one person who can do what he did.
But Andre 3000, even of Outkast, I've heard this. He's like, y'all be talking about MC Hammer. He's like, MC Hammer ain't no joke. MC Hammer will fuck you up for real. Like, he's like, don't get twisted by the too legit to quit dance. Like, MC Hammer will fuck you up. Like, MC Hammer a G.
There's nothing wrong with putting the entertainment back in entertainment.
Yeah, and that's what he did.
MC Hammer, like,
And I will say this about Drake. I feel like Drake has done that somewhat because he has brought his entertainment background from acting and stuff, and I feel like, you know, not so much with the dancing and stuff, but Drake does have like some comedic stuff in his music videos and different things like that. Like he has brought in entertainment to a certain extent in some of his music videos and stuff.
make a line dance to it if you want to impress me. I mean, shit, the fucking wobble's been around for 25 years. Bitch ain't never going away.
Oh, Drake drops a line dance song, something like that, it's over with. He'll kill it.
The biker shuffle, same thing. The biker shuffle been around forever. You know, the Cleveland shuffle.
Did you drop the Dickie ride on Thursday?
No. We didn't even end up doing a bottle pour until like way later because we opened up.
Do you
with
want a Dickie ride? Do
cheese.
you want a Dickie ride? Hey, you think they'll get ratchet as fuck that song?
They won't know what it is.
They won't.
They're too young.
QP, but they're looking like, what the
Yeah, freaking Kasdan might know. Kasdan kind of gives me that weird look because like he's pretty hood.
Which
And
one's Kasdan?
Kasdan is the black guy with the cowboy hat that be coming in, and
Okay.
and in the front of his cowboy hat it says "Slut Life" on it. My boy stays with them white devils.
I don't even know what to say about that.
I give him hell about that shit all the time. Kasdan, you are a fool, my friend. Yeah, sorry for your loss too, sir. But it's a busy day today, all right? It's a busy day.
There is. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I got to prep the kid for senior pictures tomorrow. Fuck my life.
Gotta go get the hair did.
No, she got the hair dead.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I guess her and her little ratchet friends are doing sunset on Lido or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to go hang out over at Tommy Knockers, hopefully in the good part of Bradenton. It's where I don't get shot.
Is there really? Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, it's called Anna Rihanna. No.
Wow.
Wow. Did that really come out of my mouth?
All of it. All of that did. Yes, sir. I've got no words for that.
I got no words for that either. With that being said, I'm your boy High Cee from my boy Johnny Christ. It's been just in the convo. Peace.
See you.
I'm shot out.
God damn it.
I'm going to hell.
Fuck my life.
I'm going to hell.
Yes, you are.